Hello and welcome back to the Roed Cooking, and today I'm going to be making one of my favorite snacks, chocolate chip cookies, and it's a recipe from my cookbook. And I'm going to be making it with fresh milled flour, which I'm super excited about. So let me show you how to put it all together. Let's go. Today I felt like making something sweet. Yeah, every now and then I get a sweet tooth and I don't have any sweets in the house, so I'm going to remedy that today. I'm going to make me a batch of chocolate chip cookies. Now there is a recipe that I was going to use in my Nutri-Mill book, and it's for spelt toffee or chocolate chip cookies. This one right here. I have a chocolate chip recipe in my cookbook that I published in 2011, and it makes like 60 cookies, and here's the recipe. Don't worry about trying to write it all down. I'll take a screenshot of it for you and put it on a page where you can see it. And I tell you what, I like my cookie recipe much better. Yeah, it's pretty much the same recipe though. The only difference is, let's see, it calls for 3 cups of spelt flour, and mine I'm using 4 cups of all-purpose flour. What I end up doing, I milled some soft white wheat flour. I think I milled 3 cups. And then I put, being as I needed 4 cups, I used 1 cup of spelt fine grind, and that's my 4 cups. And then it calls for 24 ounces of semi-sweet chocolates. This one calls for toffee bits, which I don't have any toffee bits, but I do have some semi-sweet chocolates. And 2 cups of coarsely chopped walnuts. Okay, so I have everything all mixed up. The walnuts are in there, but I'm going to stir in the chocolate chips. And I need, what, 24 ounces, so that's, how much is that? 24 ounces, that's 3 cups maybe? Well, I'm going to wing it. I'm going to wing it because I'm not sure if I'm going to use the whole 24 ounces. Because, yeah, I'm going to be real bad. I will be real bad. I bought enough chocolate to make sure that I had enough chocolate to last me through the holidays, just in case things get crazy. So, anyway, and this is a, how many? 4.5 pound bag. So that should last me through the holidays. And I got it at Costco. It wasn't bad. The price wasn't bad, considering everything else. I mean, it's just, you know, we just got to deal with it. We got to deal with these high prices, but that's okay. But the key to it is buy enough for it to last you through the holidays. Oh, that smells so good. It's been so long since I've had chocolate chip cookies. Woo! That should be enough to get me started. I'm going to cover these up because I don't want them to spill all over the place. I'll put them in a airtight jar when I get done with this process. And I'm just going to fold these in, which is easier said than done. God, that smells good. I'm real curious to see how my cookies turned out with fresh milled flour. I have no more commercial flour in my house, so it's going to have to work. So how you guys been doing? And what have you been doing? What is today? Today is Tuesday. And I hope you all are, like I always remind you, stay busy. Which is what I'm doing. And I'm not going to bake all these cookies today. I'm going to take out just a few of them and I'll show you how I'm going to put them all together and put them in the freezer. That way when I get a sweet tooth and I want something sweet, I can just dig out one of my little packages and I have me some chocolate chip cookies. Okay, that looks pretty good. That's it. It looks pretty good, real good. I'll put just a few more in here. Oh yeah, Yeah, today is my canning day. So I'm going to be canning some carrots for Sophie. But I'm also going to be prepping my breakfast jars. Ooh, jeez. Okay. Whew. Okay, that should be enough. And let's see. I'm going to be using a number 30 ice cream scoop, which I tell you about in the directions here. And there, where's the ice cream scoop? Right here. I'll be using that size. I might make them smaller because I just might make them smaller. Let's see how that works. Okay, I've decided to use a number 40 ice cream scoop because this is going to give me a pretty big cookie, and I don't want, if I'm going to be good, I need to stay within the safe range. So I'm going to use a 40 scoop. I think that'll be a nice size. Yeah, that's going to be a nice size cookie. Oh yeah, perfect. I'm going to measure these all out, and then I'm going to put them in the freezer. The next few steps are going to be pretty well self-explanatory, so just sit back and watch me work like you always do. Try putting that in a smaller jar. Yeah, they fit in a smaller jar. Okay, here are my cookies. I got everybody all bagged and tagged. And I put 6 in a bag. That way I won't get beside myself. And I'll bake just one bag at a time. And I figure 6 cookies, I can ration them out to 2 days, so that's 3 cookies a day. Now maybe I'd rather have 2 cookies a day, so that's 3 days. I am super happy with the way that my cookies turned out. And they are chewy. Look at that. Oh my goodness. These are really, really, really good. I'm pleasantly surprised how well they turn out. Wow, they're so good. My thing is, my recipe said to cook the cookies for 10 to 12 minutes. 10 to 12 minutes, I think, for these is too much. Because they're crunchy. I think I'm going to go 8 minutes on these. All I need is a glass of milk. See you later. I got more stuff to do. Let me show you how I put together my breakfast jars. And I tell you what, there's nothing better than having breakfast already made. And I'm going to be making it with my homemade granola, which I will put the recipe at the end of this video. So just sit back and watch me work like you always do. And I start out by filling up my bento cups with about 1/2 cup of granola. And those little bento cups fit perfectly in the wide mouth mason jars. And then here I'm going to layer it, start my layering process. So I'll start with the chia pudding. And I made the chia pudding with unsweetened coconut milk. And if you like a sweeter chia pudding, just add more honey or sugar to it, or whatever, whatever you're using as a sweetener. But I don't really care for mine to be really that sweet. And then I add my fruit layer. And depending on how much fruit I have, I'll make it different every time I make it. And it's just good any way you want to do it. And I'm going to mix some cantaloupe and some pineapple. And this pineapple was super, super sweet, which is why I wasn't worried about my chia pudding being that sweet. And then I put the bento cup on top. And put the lid on and the ring. And breakfast is ready. I love the convenience of having my breakfast already done. All I gotta do is make me a cup of coffee, grab my breakfast jar, go out on the patio, hang out my patio and have my breakfast, and then I'll work on my garden. And it's just nice to have it already done. And a couple of days ago when I was in Costco doing my monthly shopping, it just made me so sad watching some of these young mothers, and a lot of them had a couple of kids in tow and in the basket with them, and I'm looking at all the junk food that they have in those baskets, and I'm thinking to myself, honey, baby girl, for the price that you're paying for all that pre-made stuff, I can probably make 30 breakfast jars with the amount of money that you're spending on that one box of pre-made junk food. I'm sorry, I'm old school, and I didn't feed my children all that junk food that's out here now. So, boy, times have changed, haven't it? I would prepare my kids goodies from scratch, and they really appreciated that. That's what they grew up on, is homemade food. I guess everybody doesn't do it like that, so I didn't say anything to her. I minded my own business, and I smiled at the kids, and I made her, one of the little boys had on the cutest cowboy boots, so I made the comment about his cowboy boots. And we just talked for a minute, and then it was time for me to check out. Oh boy. All right. Well, let me finish up my work here. And if you're new to my channel, let me tell you ahead of time, thank you for stopping by and spending a few minutes of your time with me. And I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, please hit that subscribe button and that notification bell, and definitely the thumbs up button. That lets YouTube know that you enjoyed my content. And feel free to share this link with everybody you know in the universe, because, you know, with the price of food now, we have to learn how to cut some corners and start making some of this stuff at home ourselves. And, you know, save your money the best way you can. So let me finish up here, and I will see you guys soon with some more homemade recipes. And I do hope you give these recipes a try. You will not be disappointed, I promise. As promised, I will post my recipes at the end of this video. So be blessed, keep God first, stay safe, stay healthy, make you something homemade to eat and enjoy, and I will see you when I see you. Thanks again for stopping by.